One of the hardest things to try and sell, I think, to the media is a good news story. So,
Right.
do you have any tips on crafting your messages so that they are kind of sexy, even though the story may not be that sexy itself?
I do, for sure. So the biggest mistake that organizations make is they send out news like, look at us. Look at this thing. Look, the Dental Hygienist of the Year award goes to Cheryl, right? That's great, but from a consuming public in the news, nobody cares. So maybe we make it about a story where proper dental hygiene helped save a life of somebody, or over the course of a certain community, like connect it more to your audience as opposed to you. And I use that as an example because that's a real news release that someone sent out, like the 9 dental hygienists of the year, which that's great. I'm happy for you. It's just not news. So instead of telling your story from your association out, marketing, look at us, how great we are, tell your story from your members or your audience or the public in. Think about what keeps our members up at night. What is the problem we're trying to address in the public? What is the issue that we're dealing with? And then create your messages around that. So what you end up with is a much softer sell. You might not get referenced directly, but you will help create. Some of the best pitches that my sister says she gets are 5 sentences or less. They introduce the problem in the subject line. They talk about the problem in the first line, and then they give you an example of a family who is affected by it. They give you an example of here's the doctor we can talk to, and they're both going to be available on Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock. My sister said the best thing I think you could take away from this is the best pitches aren't pitches. The best pitches are actually stories. So it shouldn't look like a pitch, shouldn't smell like a pitch, it should look like a story. So think more like a journalist in that way. Yeah. Any others? Yes?